My stepmom marched into my office one day, pointed at me, and told my manager, "Fire her right now." Then she introduced my sister as the perfect replacement, completely unaware that I owned the entire company. I had started the marketing firm 5 years earlier, right out of college. I kept my ownership quiet, even from most employees. It let me work as a regular team member, spotting issues firsthand without the boss aura getting in the way. Posing as a mid-level coordinator suited me. I handled client pitches and strategy sessions, but Mike, my manager, knew the truth. He reported to me behind the scenes. It worked well until family drama spilled over. Karen had married my dad 3 years ago. She brought Emily, her daughter from a previous marriage, into the mix. From the start, Karen favored Emily in everything: gifts, attention, even family decisions. It stung, but I kept my distance, focusing on work. Dad tried to stay neutral. He loved us both, but Karen's pushiness often left him quiet. Emily went along with it, rarely standing up to her mom. Small slights built up over time, like Karen insisting Emily get the bigger room during holidays or praising her ambition while downplaying mine. One Tuesday morning, I was at my desk reviewing a campaign brief. The office was buzzing with the usual chatter, phones ringing, keyboards clicking. Then Karen burst through the front doors, Emily trailing behind her. She made a beeline for Mike's office, ignoring the receptionist. I watched from my cubicle, confused. Karen had never visited before. She didn't even know where I worked, or so I thought. "Excuse me," Karen said loudly, knocking on Mike's door. He opened it, looking puzzled. "I'm here about your employee. The one over there." She pointed straight at me. Mike glanced my way, his expression neutral. "What seems to be the problem?" "Fire her," Karen demanded. "She's unreliable, always causing issues at home that spill into her work. I have the perfect replacement, my daughter Emily. She's got experience in marketing, fresh ideas, and she's available now." Emily stood there, resume in hand, smiling awkwardly. I felt a sharp pang of hurt, like a punch to the gut. This wasn't just favoritism. It was sabotage. Mike stayed calm. "Ma'am, hiring decisions aren't made like this. If there's a performance issue, we handle it internally." Karen huffed. "Don't ma'am me. Call your boss if you have to. Emily's resume speaks for itself." I sat frozen, processing. The office went quiet, colleagues exchanging glances. After they left, Mike came over. "You okay?" I nodded, but inside the hurt simmered. Karen had crossed a line, assuming she could control my life like she did at home. That's when I decided to shift gears, from reacting emotionally to gathering facts. No outbursts, just documentation. First, I asked Mike for any prior contact. He showed me an email Karen had sent the day before, introducing herself as my concerned family member and suggesting a meeting about my fit at the company. I saved a copy right away. It was premeditated, not a spur-of-the-moment thing. A few days later, Karen showed up again at the office. Mike had warned me, so I observed from the conference room. She marched in, demanding to know why I was still there. "Listen," she told Mike, "Emily deserves this spot. My stepdaughter's been slacking. Family knows it. Fire her or I'll escalate this." Mike stalled her politely. "We follow procedures here. Any complaints go through HR." Karen left frustrated, muttering about incompetent management. I noted the time and asked the receptionist for her log of the visit. It was another piece showing persistence. That evening, my phone buzzed with texts from Emily. "Mom's just looking out for me," one read. "You could step aside. It's not like you love that job." Another. "We planned this for weeks. Thought it'd be easy." I screenshot them, adding timestamps. They admitted the scheme outright. The hurt faded a bit, replaced by resolve. I wasn't fighting with fury, just facts. Next, I looped in Lisa from HR. We met in her office, away from prying eyes. "This is external interference," I explained, showing the email and texts. "What are our policies?" Lisa reviewed them. "Company rules prohibit family or outsiders influencing employment. We can document this as harassment if it continues." She drafted an incident report, which I signed. It felt like the first strategic win. professional backing instead of family squabbles. Karen didn't stop. In our family group chat, she posted about my poor work ethic, claiming I'd missed deadlines and upset clients. "Emily would never," she added. Dad texted me privately. "What's going on? This seems off." I met him for coffee that afternoon. "Karen's trying to get me fired to install Emily," I said. "But Dad, I own the company. I've kept it quiet to avoid this exact drama." His eyes widened. "You what? Since when?" "From the start." "Here's the proof." I showed him the state registry documents Tom, my accountant, had pulled for me. "Sole proprietorship, my name only." Dad sighed. "I suspected favoritism, but not this. I'll stay out of it publicly, but I'm with you." That conversation shifted things. No longer just hurt, I had an ally in Dad. The power felt more balanced now. A week passed quietly. I took a solo walk in the park near the office, reflecting on past patterns. Karen had always pushed Emily forward: school projects, job applications, even dating advice. It was control disguised as care. But now, with evidence stacking, I saw it clearly. At a family dinner soon after, tensions boiled over. We were at the house, gathered around the table. Karen slid Emily's resume toward Dad. "See? She's perfect for that marketing job. Why keep someone who's family but not pulling weight?" Emily nodded. "I'd kill it there." I stayed calm. "Karen, that's my workplace. You can't dictate hires." She scoffed. "Watch me." "I already spoke to your boss." Dad cleared his throat. "Maybe we drop this." But Karen pressed. "No, Emily needs this opportunity." I pulled out printouts of the texts. "You mean the plan you two hatched?" "Here, Emily admitting it." The room went silent. Dad scanned the pages, frowning. Karen's face paled. "That's taken out of context." Dad set them down. "I think we've heard enough for tonight." After dinner, I requested the office security footage from the initial visit. It arrived via email, clear video of Karen pointing at me, demanding my firing. Timestamped, undeniable. Karen escalated next. She called the office, leaving a voicemail for the higher-ups about a hostile employee. Mike forwarded it to me, along with a note. "As owner, what now?" I had Tom confirm my ownership again? Tax filings, incorporation papers. All solid. It countered any doubt she might sow. Another breather came midweek. I sat in my office after hours sipping tea. The favoritism wasn't new, but seeing it weaponized against my business hurt differently. Still, strategy kept me steady. I arranged a one-on-one with Karen at a neutral cafe downtown. Neutral ground might keep things civil. We sat across from each other, coffee steaming. "Why are you fighting this?" she asked. "Emily's qualified." "Step aside for family." I laid out the ownership documents on the table. "Because it's my company. I built it." "You had no idea, did you?" She stared at the papers, flipping through them. "This can't be real. You're just an employee. Check the dates, the signatures. It's all there." Her denial cracked. She pushed the papers back, standing abruptly. "This changes nothing." But it did. She left without another word. Back at work, I met with Lisa and Mike in HR. We compiled the full incident report: emails, texts, footage, voicemails. "Policy on external interference is clear," Lisa said. "We can issue a no trespass notice." We did just that, with company counsel reviewing it. Standard procedure, no drama, just enforcement. A month later, I presented the full dossier at a mediated family meeting at home. Dad hosted, keeping it neutral. Karen and Emily sat stiffly. "Here's everything," I said, handing over copies. Emails showing premeditation, texts admitting the plan, footage of the demands, ownership docs proving my role. Karen denied it at first. It was a misunderstanding. I was helping. But the timestamps and statements from Mike and Lisa shut that down. "HR's involved now," I added. "No more interference." Emily withdrew her application quietly. Karen's schemes lost steam. Family gatherings grew awkward, with her influence waning. Ripples followed. HR's no-contact directive banned Karen from company premises. Emily faced some social fallout in our shared circles. whispers about the failed power play. I changed office access protocols, adding keycard requirements for visitors. It prevented future surprises, restoring calm to the team. Operations resumed normally. Trust with Mike and the staff strengthened. They appreciated the handled professionalism. In the end, I enforced permanent no contact at work and set clearer family communication boundaries. As a gesture, I donated a small share of company profits to a family counseling fund, hoping for healing without pushing it. Looking back, owning the company quietly let me see people's true colors.